The Conservatives are attracting new people, and the Liberals can't even keep their own caucus on board. That's the narrative that's shaping up with the crossing of the floor. Literally, she actually walked across the floor in a session of the House of Commons by Leona Alleslev, a GTA member of Parliament representing an Aurora riding that she only narrowly captured in the 2015 election. Now, Leona Alleslev was not a household name, but she certainly is now as one of the more disruptive players in Canadian politics. She said that she did not believe Justin Trudeau and the Liberals were equipped to do the things that are necessary in Canada, especially on issues like defense, foreign policy, and even more broadly, the economy. Now, this is a woman who knows what she's speaking of. She was an Air Force captain, she worked in the private aerospace sector, and in fact, on paper, looks like she belonged with the Conservatives in the first place. For whatever reason, she wanted to run for the Liberals. And in the last 3 years, somewhere along the line, she felt that her party and her government had lost her way. And she said that her commitment is not to her party, but rather to her constituents and her country. And for that reason, she has to continue to serve the remainder of her term from the Conservative benches as a member of Her Majesty's loyal opposition. This is, I think, a fascinating case because in a tweet the day of her departure, Alleslev said that the Conservatives are unafraid to deal with the real issues. And for the Conservatives, this is great. They get to present themselves as a big tent party and a big tent movement with room for everyone. And we know that a path to a majority victory for the Conservatives, especially in the GTA, means picking up a lot of votes and support from disgruntled, disenfranchised Liberals, like, for example, Leona Alleslev. Here's where things get a little bit tricky, though. Andrew Scheer has to present the image that his party is one that has room for everyone, while also dealing with the schism caused by Maxime Bernier's departure. Justin Trudeau and his team have to say that, well, this woman never really belonged in the first place. In fact, Government House Leader Bardish Chagger was on Power and Politics talking about that exact phenomenon, saying, well, she needed to make a decision for herself, and that was that, and, the Liberals go forward as though nothing ever happened. They're pretending this isn't a blow. They're pretending that the confidence of even Liberal caucus members has not been eradicated or at the very least diminished. And if they're losing their Liberal MPs, what about Liberal voters, people that backed them in 2015? What's going to happen here is going to be very interesting. We are now just over a year before the federal election, which means that anything that takes place now is all part of that lead up to when Canadians go back to the polls in October of 2019. Everything is political now. There's no such thing as a political system in which we aren't paying attention, at least for the next year, because everything matters. And this is going to be, if we can say the writing is on the wall, which I think we can, danger for Justin Trudeau. For the True North Initiative, I'm Andrew Lawton.